Okay guys, welcome back. We're fishing here today for crappie. We're using the double jig, improved double jig rig setup here. We're gonna be using some Bobby Garland key lime pie, and we're gonna be using, as you can see, we're using some gulp-live minnows. We're using some Mr. Crappie chartreuse and white, and we're gonna be using some of these Bobby Garland key lime pies on the double rig setup, and we're gonna be using casting techniques as well with the other rod here we got for the gulp-live minnows. And we're gonna try to catch some crappie today with a float rig setup in front of us right here. And we're gonna hook up the we're gonna be hooking up a small white chartreuse type of bait. Now this double rig setup, you can adjust it to the depth that you're fishing. We're gonna set the Mr. Crappie bait here, which is the chartreuse and white on the bottom. Actually, we'll do the top of this one. And you want, with this type of rig setup, you want two jig heads the same size. These are 1/16 ounce jig heads. So this technique might catch them, might not. I've caught fish with this technique before, and run that down there like that on the jig head, like that right there. And then we'll run a Bobby Garland bait on the bottom here, and try to catch them in front of these lilies or any of the openings. We're gonna use one of these Bobby Garland key lime pie ones for the bottom jig. Keep it all in here, see if we can catch a crappie or not. Just trying to set this all up. If we don't catch anything, we'll throw some fireballs on it and see what we get with that as well. With this rig setup right here, you want to use a Palmer knot on the top here for the first jig, and the bottom jig you want to use a regular standard knot, loop knot, like right here. If you can see that little loop knot, that'll punch them out. And we gotta readjust the kayak here in order to throw this. It's called a double crappie jig rig setup. Double crappie jig rig setup. And now we threw it out there, just gonna let it sink and just gently pull it. You really don't even gotta reel it that hard. And small crappie, yeah, it's got a float on it. You just gently pull it like that with your line, using 4-pound test. The rod we're using for this is the Shakespeare 6'6" crappie conquest rod. As soon as that bobber goes down, we'll nail him if we catch anything or not with it. I'd say the key lime pie one might work pretty good. If we don't catch one in this hole, we'll switch over to a different hole. I gotta move up here because of the I have to pull this around the lilies, and that's only bad thing about the double rig jig setup, is that it does get hung up a lot, so you gotta constantly readjust yourself. And we're just using a standard float for this one. Now it might be a little bit too deep because it's laying on its side. Okay, we're gonna try casting it over here in this here lily pads. Let's see if we can get one right here. Of course, my line's going all over the place here underneath the reel, and we got a first line twist of the day, guys. All right, I got one on the first one on the double bobber rig here, guys. As soon as I threw it out, my bobber went down. Small crappie right there, guys, on the double bobber rig. Oh, I didn't get it on video, but there you guys go. First crappie of the day on the double rig. They seem to like them Bobby Garland baits a little bit more. We're gonna let him go and try to catch another one in that same spot with the double jig rig. That went down right as soon as it went over there. I mean, he took it down, man. See if we can get another one in that spot. Just you don't even have to reel it, dude. All you gotta do is just jerk it a little bit, and they'll just take it right down. Got the first crappie, guys, on the Bobby Garland one. They seem to want that Bobby Garland one. They do more than the... Okay, that's a good spot right there. Oh, I gotta constantly readjust myself here, guys. And usually if there's one crappie in one spot, there's gonna be a few of them in there. And what this longer rod does, like a 6-foot rod, it makes it to where you can set the hook a lot better. Oh, we're getting some action on there, guys. Sometimes you just let it sit and just twitch it a little bit. They'll take off with it. We caught one right here. We'll probably catch another one. Usually in the same spot. Caught one right off the bat, guys. Had a small hit there. If that float goes down, you can nail them. If this spot doesn't produce, we'll move to a different spot. Okay, we fixed our rig here, our setup. We did miss a crappie on the way in, and I ended up getting a huge line twist. My buddy's cousin caught a nice bass. All right, we're trying to catch another one with this float set up. You just barely twitch it. You don't even gotta do really much with it except cast it out in the spot and just slowly, you know, reel it in with the bobber, let it drop, and usually crappie will just hit it off the bat there. I had a horrible line tangle up there earlier with this crappie rod. I think it's the original line that was on it. And usually you can catch them as soon as you see that bobber drop, dude. That's when you can nail them. Now you can use this technique with a slide bobber rig as well if you want. You barely got to reel it in. You just twitch it and that bobber drops, and then you can nail the fish. And with this long rod, it helps you out with that because you got enough length to drive the hook in deep for them. Usually they'll grab it and hook themselves, and you can just basically reel them in. All right, I don't think there's any more crappie in this hole. I think I caught 2 and lost 2 in it. But usually you stay in the spot and you can just nail them in the same spot over again. The only downside is this wind is murder on kayak, and you got to constantly readjust yourself and re-angle yourself to try to cast it again. It's not a good spot, but oh man, I got another line twist in here, guys, and it's another bad one. Great. Probably too much fishing line on this thing. I swear to goodness, I've had the roughest time with this setup here. Of course, I'm getting right into the spot where I'm gonna spook these crappie. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything on that one anyways. Yeah, you just wanna, it's a good float rod because it's small and you can just jerk the bait a little bit and gives it a little bit of action. You just got, oop, something just hit it. When I was pulling it, something hit it and the bobber started going down. But if you do this technique, you'll tear them up, guys. I don't think there's, I did get a nice little hit and then it kind of dropped it. I think we'll move to a different spot, guys. This one here, I didn't get but one over here, which is okay, I guess. It's respectable. Well, we found another spot here, guys. It's right beside the last spot I caught that other crappie. There might be one in here, I'm not sure. We'll just keep twitching it and see if we get a hit or not. It smells like a dead fish or something over there. I mean, you barely got to reel this. You just twitch it and that does all the work for you, really. We got one, guys. Ooh, it's something big, guys. Oh, it's a big bluegill. Oh my God, he fucking engulfed it. Well, we got one, guys, but big old giant bluegill. We're using the drag method because I didn't catch anything with it on the other method. Man, he really engulfed it. I have to stick my finger down in there and hopefully get my jig head back. Man, he slammed it, guys. I mean, I don't know if I can get my jig head out of his mouth. There you guys go. Another bluegill, big one. All right, we got one here, guys. Another big bluegill. Oh yeah, big bluegill, guys. It's a tank. All right, we got another big old bluegill here, guys. Got another one. Another big bluegill. No crappie this time, but it's definitely a good sized bluegill. Oh, that's a nice crappie. Oh, got another one. It's a crappie. Yeah, I got him on the clinch. Oh, dang it. At least he's in the boat, guys. Got another crappie, guys. Now I know where they're at. They're usually around these weed lines here. That's a keeper crappie, so we're going to keep him. This ultralight rod is really, really delicate. So I'm using 4-pound test on it. I got him like right in here in the deep end. Surprised I even got him there, guys. That crappie just nailed it. I had to put some extra weight on here because we got a lot of wind here, and okay, there we go. That's where I want it, right there. Let it sink a little bit and just roll it in slow. Oh man, something hit it. Something hit it. This is the money spot over here, guys. This is where I've been catching all the big crappie over here. I got so much weight on this thing, but oh, something. There, get it through these weeds without getting snagged. It's one thing I do not like about this spot. It's a great spot. It's just snaggy. You run right into the dang weeds. There's a lot of crappie over here, though. It's the only downside about it. It's snaggy. The wind's blowing me into spots I don't want to go into. But I had to add extra weight on here because the wind kept blowing my bait into the crud. Okay, I ain't getting nothing. I'm gonna have to move the damn kayak back a bit. Right here is where I caught that big 2-pounder last time, but it was nighttime, so I couldn't really. Goodness gracious. See what I mean about the wind, guys? The wind is just terrible today. It's just blowing me around like a rag doll. This is a good spot here for catching crappie. That's where I caught that 2-pounder. It's a rough day today, guys. I've been trying to catch one over here, but this wind is not allowing anything. This wind is just brutal. Try to catch one on this gulp alive minnow. I had to switch up, get a new minnow on here because the last one I had was so tore up. It just it didn't cast right. Dang it. There should be one down here in this brush pile. If not, I'll have to move on to a different spot. Well, I got 4 today. That's not terrible, I guess. Okay. It's weird. Usually there's a bunch of them in this pile. Shoot. Let it sink a little bit and then start reeling it. I got that extra weight on there so it makes it to where dang it. Yeah, that added weight definitely makes it a lot. It makes it cast a lot further. But it also makes it to where it's harder to feel the hit whenever the fish hits. I ain't complaining. There we go. Oh, got another one, guys. Small bluegill. There we go, guys. Another bluegill. Too small to keep, really, but it's a bluegill. I had to take the weight off of it because I wasn't getting any action. There you guys go. Another bluegill, guys. Too small to keep, so we're throwing them back. But we got them in the good spot there. Boy, as soon as you take that weight off, it started to actually perform a lot better. Okay, there we go. Let it sink a little bit there. I was getting blown up on there. Hopefully there's a crappie in here that'll take it. That bluegill was way too small, guys. Way too small. Had to throw him back. Oh, we got something here, guys. Probably bluegill, the way it's fighting. Oh, it's a nice bluegill. Oh, it's a big bluegill. Hold up, it might not be a bluegill. Oh, it's a bass. It's a big bass, guys. Oh, it's a big one. Or is it a catfish? Oh my God, another freaking catfish, guys. Yeah, it's a catfish. Oh yeah, another catfish, guys. Where's my net when you need it? Oh, got another catfish, guys. He's all tangled up too. Come here, Mr. Catfish. Oh, there we go. Another catfish on the gulp alive minnows, guys. Hopefully we can get this out of his mouth without a problem here. Nope. I'm gonna have to tear this out of his mouth, but there you guys go. Another, looks like about 1.5 pound catfish right there, guys, on the gulp alive minnow. Got him right through the top of the lip here. I don't know if we can get it out without bending the hook out. Oh my goodness. I didn't bring pliers this time, guys. This is going to be a bad spot. Okay, got another one, guys. What is it? It's big. Oh no, not another catfish. Oh, it's a big old fucking brim, bluegill. Oh man, look at the size of that brim. Woo, that's a big one. That's another fish, guys. Big old brim, catfish, 2 brim, and a nice sized crappie. Oh Lord, just tearing them up with the gold light minnow, guys. Look at the size of that one. He's a keeper. I'm gonna keep him. I guess all that's in here now is brim. Oh, I'm killing them, dude. Bluegill, brim. Ugh, damn, nasty bastards. That was a big one, dude. I thought it was a bass for a minute. Where you going? If not, you can always go down there, like way down there. Like you go past those 2 coves, they're all stacked in there big time, dude. Bass.
Where am I at?
Man, I just had a take and a wake. Wake and a take. Oh, hopefully I can get it in here. There's probably a big crappie in this brush pile over here. The way it hit it, felt like maybe a crappie. Oh man, he spit it. Man, that's a crappie for sure, guys. We're getting later on in here in the evening. This is when it's gonna get really good here fishing. Oh man, it spit it. Oh, he spit it that time, guys. I had something there. That's the thing with crappie, man. They hit it and they spit it real quick. So that might have been a crappie or a bluegill. Not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Of course, it's not the spot I wanted it, but it'll have to do. Around that brush pile is the best spot, man. I'll tell you. Boy, he's pulling drag, man, whatever he is. Oh, man, it's something big. We got something big here, guys, on the gopal-eyed minnow. On this ultralight rig. It's probably another catfish for all I know. Oh, yep, it's another catfish. Bigger one than the last one. Oh, he's a big one. Gotta keep him out of the weeds. Come on, bud. Oh, he's got me caught up in the weeds. Oh, it's a big one. Oh man, he's getting me caught up in them weeds. Oh man, this is not good. Oh, oh Jesus. Another big catfish, guys. Oh, he's a big one. Oh, we saw that freaking net and he didn't like it. Woo! Damn, that's a big one. That's bigger than the last one, guys. Oh my God, 4-pound test. That's gotta be at least a 4-pounder, guys. Holy Jesus, that's a big cat. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm... Oh, you stay in there, bud. Ooh, it's a big one. Oh, Lord have mercy, it's a big one. Ooh, he's got my damn lure wrapped up in everything. Well, that's the end of that lure, guys. But look at the size of that tank freaking catfish, guys. 4-pound test. It's got to be at least a 4 or 5-pound catfish, guys. That is a fucking bruiser on Gulp Alive minnows, guys. 4-pound test. Wow. He's going to ruin my hook, guys. There you guys go. Another big giant catfish. 4 or 5 pounders. Oh, gotta keep him in the net. He's just tearing me up, man. Guys, we got another one here. I don't know what it is exactly. It's probably a bluegill. Yeah, it's a bluegill. Yeah, it's a nice size bluegill here. Got another one, guys. Freaking good size bluegill. Good keeper eater bluegill right there. Got two big old catfish in here. A couple bluegill, one crappie. Crappie just don't seem to be on today, guys. But we're catching some bluegill, which is a good sign that there's something in here. Two big ass catfish and another big bluegill. Okay. Oh, something hit it. Oh, something hit it. Felt like a... You got one? Something hit it on the drop. He already did. Yeah. I think he just got too heavy a line. Hey Chase, just run it slow. What? Just run it slow. Okay, we've got another small baby crappie here. On the couple live minnow. There you guys go. Another one. We're starting to pick up now when it gets dark out. That's why you catch a lot of them. Okay guys, we're done fishing for today. Caught like 2 catfish, 3 crappie, and a mess of bluegill, guys. We're ready to turn on in. If you guys like this fishing video of catching some fish on gulp live minnows, float rig setup, Bobby Garland, Mr. Crappie type of baits, let me know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. This has been your old pal Hondo. Hondo out.